position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. Football with the run. He breaks a tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO fires complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Works the middle of the field. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So California's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've said many times the tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready.
And they will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Clemson is quick to the line.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Pocket breaking down. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Looking for a man. It's Gage. He's got an open man. All by himself down the middle. He was loose and set him safe.
This defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Had to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Clemson jumps to the line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Another incompletion on third down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they go back on top.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Works the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what they cover.
Intercepted. Can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game. Clemson has always loved these quarterbacks who can put pressure on defenses by running the football.
No doubt. And, man, it's such an advantage to have guys that are elusive and electric that can get outside, and you got a back going one way, a quarterback going the other way. Really stretches your defense. And Clemson has been ahead of the curve, and they've been on this for a long time.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
So now it's 2nd and long. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the misconnection on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Lead now 5 here in the 2nd. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. It's complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It'll be third and long. He wants to change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Addison. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Addison. Brings into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to throw it again. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And now they regain the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Connors. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The give to the single back. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man down the middle. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Goes to the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. High the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Connors. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Gain of 19 on the play.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Thanks to grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
4th down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock, and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. To the air, it's Connors. Going over the top. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He's got it on the run, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game in.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play.